Sometimes even the brightest stars can lose altitude. But falling does not mean disappearing forever. Sometimes it's the chance to start over. That may be what Yaman is going through. For years, he was one of the most admired actors, a face that shone both in Turkey and Italy. Handsome, charismatic, with overwhelming energy, until his private life began to grab more headlines than his projects. What once were stories about his roles turned into rumors, scandals, and debates about his behavior. The warning signs were there. Endless nights in clubs, parties until dawn, fleeting company, and a lifestyle sold as freedom that in reality seemed like a cry for help. His circle, instead of bringing him peace, pushed him into a self-destructive spiral. Added to this were criticisms over a highly publicized relationship, seen by many as a strategy rather than a real bond. Khan began to appear more controlled than free, isolated from friends and distant from his family. Sudden decisions, trips, changes of direction, project cancellations, and TV flops, were these really his choices or those of the people managing his image? Perhaps part of the blame lies in his impulsive character, but it's certain that getting up takes courage. The first step he needs to take is to distance himself from relationships that isolate and consume him. The second is to return to his roots, reconnect with his family, his truest friends, and the life that made him who he was. Fame is a distorting mirror. Khan has looked at his reflection for too long and has forgotten to listen to his heart. No one can be strong all the time. Acknowledging the need for help and stopping to start again is not weakness, it is courage. His fans are still there, waiting for the real Yaman, the authentic, simple, close man, not a pose or an empty character. His second spring could come after this storm, if he learns from mistakes and faces the darkness. Life is offering him the chance to recover his light. It only takes deciding to live days again, not nights. Because the best performances, the ones that truly matter, don't happen on screen, but in real life. Demet Özdemir has always been a figure that sparks mixed opinions. Since her beginnings in the artistic world, her image has been marked by a mix of talent, strong character, and an intense personality that does not go unnoticed. While many try to reduce her story to mere rumors or sensationalist headlines, Demet has shown more than once that she can remain standing even when media currents seem to be determined to drag her down. Some say that, unlike others, she has never lost sight of who she is and where she wants to go. We have seen her evolve as an actress, diversify her work, and carefully manage the way she projects her public image. It's no coincidence she remains one of the most loved and talked about celebrities in Turkey and beyond. Despite criticism, gossip, and even personal attacks, Demet has chosen a strategy not everyone understands: prudent silence. She doesn't respond to every accusation, avoids getting caught up in social media disputes, and stays away from provocations that could drain her. For some, this attitude is coldness. For others, it's a sign of wisdom and maturity. It's undeniable that her professional and romantic link with Yaman left a mark. They were one of the most talked about couples in Turkish television, and although their paths separated, the echo of that connection is still alive. It's no surprise that each move by one is interpreted in light of the other, as if their stories were destined to remain tied in the collective imagination. However, Demet has not remained stuck in the past. She has continued to build her career with new projects, exploring different genres, and proving her talent is not limited to one role or one stage of life. Regarding her personal life, opinions differ. Some see her as a highly independent woman, not easily influenced, which may unsettle those expecting her to conform to more traditional patterns. Others see her as a role model, a woman who knows when to speak and when to remain silent, who doesn't need to reveal every detail to justify her success or happiness. In a world where overexposure seems the norm, Demet has found a balance between what she shares and what she keeps for herself. Of course, there are those who criticize her romantic choices, suggesting she uses her private life for publicity. However, these claims seem more fueled by a taste for drama than by concrete facts. In an environment where privacy is almost a luxury, separating truth from fabrication is difficult. What is clear is that Demet has managed to navigate these turbulent waters with a calm that many would not sustain. I believe part of Demet's appeal lies in her unpredictability. She can surprise with an intense role in a drama and then appear in a light, fun production, revealing another side of her artistry. This adaptability, combined with her connection to the public, keeps her current and relevant. And even if some try to downplay her achievements by attributing them only to her past with Kane Yaman or tabloid attention, her career speaks for itself. In my opinion, Demet is at a stage in her life where she prioritizes inner peace over external approval. She does not seek to please everyone, and although this brings criticism, it grants her a rare authenticity. We may not know all her reasons or future plans, but it's evident she is not a woman who lets herself be swept away by outside noise. She chooses her path and walks it with the confidence of someone who has learned to trust herself. In the end, everyone will interpret Demet Özdemir as they wish. For some, she will be the talented, strong actress who has remained firm in an unstable industry. For others, a figure wrapped in controversy and speculation. But beyond perceptions, there is one fact that cannot be denied. She remains a name that sparks interest, provokes debate, and, for better or worse, leaves no one indifferent. In a world where fame fades quickly, that is undoubtedly proof she is doing something very right.